Throughout history, things of beauty have traditionally been reserved for the rich, the powerful, those with status. The artworks inside of the Museum of Fine Art in Boston may be on view to the public today, but chances are they weren't commissioned by peasants. So that's why it's so incredible that the Mazda6, this incredible work of automotive beauty, starts at just under $22,000. Fully equipped, around $30,000. But the new Mazda6 isn't just beautiful on the outside. It's got a radically different high-tech engine and transmission combination that Mazda calls Sky Active. There's a lot of engineering prowess that went into it, but the end result is that you end up with a car that is powerful, efficient, and a blast to drive. Mazda's Sky Active automatic transmission is one of the best I've ever had the pleasure to encounter. It uses a torque converter and a multi-plate clutch to essentially make the car drive very smoothly at low speeds, but still be able to pick the exact right gear at high speeds. It's basically perfection if you don't want to row your own gears. I drove this thing in the mountains last weekend up in New Hampshire and Vermont, and I felt completely confident, passing trucks at 70 miles an hour in the outside lane. I had no problems whatsoever. But there is one flaw. Unfortunately, it's this 5.8-inch screen in the middle of the center console. Look here, if I want to see if this street up here is a one-way, what I'd do in most systems is I'd press it, and then I'd be able to recenter the map and zoom in. Instead, that's the only way to pull up how to navigate somewhere. Directions don't show up on any secondary screen in the center stack, so in that sense, you're kind of tied to watching the directions or listening to voice prompts. Speaking of audio, that's yet another disaster. It's cool that you have the opportunity to have HD radio, AM, FM, Sirius, Bluetooth, streaming. Unfortunately, the graphics are clunky, they're hard to see, and it's almost distracting how antiquated they are. If we go into the iPod right here, let's see what pops up. iPod reading. Let's wait for this. Still reading. This could take a while. Seriously, this usually takes about a minute and a half. All right, 1 minute has passed. Now, in nearly every other car on the road, this is absolutely seamless. You plug it in, and you have instant connection. Every single time you get in the car, if you take your phone with you and connect it up, this is exactly what happens. This is something I would have expected maybe 10 years ago. In 2014, on a car that just nails it out of the park, it's a real disappointment to see this.